We're going to do this a little differently tonight. I have something that I want to say tonight to the citizens of Sela. It is time to set the record straight on multiple topics. These remarks will be strongly worded because my patience is all but gone. My resolve, however, is very strong. First, I'm not interested in hearing any further attacks or spin about Don Wayman's time in Texas roughly 9 years ago. Mr. Wayman has 0 criminal convictions. He was not found guilty of anything. There wasn't even a civil case filed. Those are the facts. Writing nasty messages about Mr. Wayman on the sidewalk, plastering flyers around town, following Mr. Wayman and myself to personal events and creating an attack website are not funny acts nor persuasive acts. Please grow up, you guys. Your rants are falling on deaf ears. My ears are fully deaf to your rants about Texas. Likewise, not a single council member has expressed any concern to me about Mr. Wayman's time in Texas. Please move on. Secondly, and similarly, people are now attacking our city attorney. They're spreading hateful lies, creating fake Facebook accounts under his name, and even trying to get him disbarred. But our city attorney has done nothing wrong. Quite the contrary. He has been a major asset to our government and has done exactly what I have asked him to do. Each letter that he has issued was prepared by me, by our city administrator, and by others as well. It is truly sickening just how low some people have stooped, while falsely claiming that they are supposedly seeking justice or advocating for policy changes. I'm going to mention a few names here, so just to be crystal clear. Jose Rocha and Gabriel Fabian are vivid examples. These messages posted under your Facebook accounts are downright evil. You are accusing our city attorney of stalking little girls. You are talking about his genitalia, and you are lying about our police department, and on and on. Then there are additional people, including public school teachers and people who desperately want political power for themselves, who cheer on these evil posts, circulating them, and even adding to them. That includes you, Courtney Hernandez, and you, Damian Alvarez, and neither of you are voters of the city of Sela anyway. Bill Callahan is a voter of the city of Sela, and he too has chosen to cheer on these attacks and to celebrate fictitious Facebook accounts that are slandering our city attorney. You've certainly made your true colors known, Bill. Many other names could be mentioned as well. You people know who you are. None of you will ever hold any sway on matters of policy as long as I'm mayor. None of you know anything about justice. You are just spewing and spreading hate among our city citizens. Thirdly, and relatedly, I want to address the constant harping about our city attorney supposedly having a conflict of interest because he is also representing the city administrator on a personal lawsuit. This is flatly untrue. Before our city attorney was hired, the entire council was briefed on the city administrator's personal lawsuit. Everyone agreed that no conflict of interest existed and signed a waiver contract was put in place and was added as a precaution. That waiver is public record, available to anybody who wants to see it. But few people have ever asked to see it, choosing instead to press on with their false narrative because they don't like the actual facts. Fourth, I want to once again address the city's stance on the governor's emergency orders. Sela is really not doing anything different from what the city of Yakima and Yakima County are doing. Neither the Yakima Police Department nor the Yakima Sheriff's Department are out there writing tickets when someone does not adhere to the governor's emergency orders, just like how Sela is not doing so. Moreover, the City Council unanimously backed my May 8th proclamation, and Governor's office conceded that my proclamation is lawful. The issue is over and done with. Fifth and finally, I will briefly address the chalk issue. The city policy has been clearly explained. I refer everyone to our city attorney's letter on July 16th. Please do not be confused or misled by inaccurate media reports, nor by certain activists who are outright lying. The city is not trying to punish people for drawing on their own driveways. We are not trying to punish people for using traditional stick chalk on sidewalks. Rather, we are only punishing people who cause true property damage or who deface public streets or government buildings. It is stupefying that some people think this is an outrageous policy. It is stupefying that some people feel entitled to damage property or to deface public streets and buildings. That sort of nonsense might be tolerated or even celebrated in Seattle and Portland, but it will not be tolerated in Selah while I am mayor. There is no First Amendment right to property damage. There is no First Amendment right to deface public streets and buildings. This is not all that complicated. I hope these strong words resonate, particularly with the bad actors who I've mentioned or described earlier. Selah is a great place with great people. We don't all have the same opinions, and that's okay. What is not okay are the personal attacks, slander, and outright hatred that some are engaging in. I want to emphasize the word some. It is a small group of people. I call on everyone else to help improve the city. If you disagree on a policy, then please send a respectful email that advocates your preference, or schedule a meeting, or engage in a lawful protest if you choose. There are sensible people in every political party and on all sides of any issue. If you need to get active, you need to help us restore sanity. You need to stand up for the rule of law. We can disagree without being monstrous. We owe it to ourselves, to our forefathers, and to our future generations. And as I was sitting here tonight, thinking about the council meeting, I have a book on my desk. And if you're all bored tonight, read this book. This is what we are about. Read where we came from. Remember who we are and why we love our city. Thanks for hearing me out.